Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to another beautiful fall paintball outing. This video is in fact during the Thanksgiving weekend. So during this weekend, I was actually able to find some free time on a Saturday to head out and basically burn off some calories from all the turkey, the ham, the stuffing, and desserts that we basically have been eating for the past few days. So I thought there was no better way to burn that off with a couple hours of paintballing. And another thing that I wanted to do this day was to basically make sure my gear was ready for the winter paintball season. And with a couple of guns that I have being spoolies, I wanted to make sure with the drop in temperature they were going to be working without any problems, especially if I lent them out as loaners. I didn't want people who were borrowing it to have any problems shooting or just using it during the cold weather. So I had to use this opportunity to also tweak and make any necessary changes with the spoolies. Now, for you spoolie users out there, if you happen to be free to share any tips that you have used to make sure your spoolies are working in the wintertime, feel free to share, like different types of lube that you use, or maybe even thinning it out with oil. Currently, I've been switching between 3 types of lube. I have the monkey poo, which has been really good too. I have silicoleum, which is thinner than that, but doesn't last as long. And I also have lurker lube, which seems to be very good too. Right now, I haven't had any problems. It's a little bit thicker. It stays a little bit longer. But according to the reviews that I've read, that in the wintertime it's not as good as monkey poo or the other lubes that are out there. Now, this day was particularly a laid-back day. I definitely took my time in getting ready and heading out to the field. So I got there a little bit later than usual. I think I got there around noontime, expecting there to be a little bit more people towards the later in the day, only because it's getting colder, so not too many people are willing to head out there 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock to go play. So, but I was expecting it to be pretty packed because of Thanksgiving weekend. So, people probably had 4 days off, a 4-day weekend. So they were going to use that Saturday or that Sunday to go and play, and I was expecting that one. But just that day, there were about a handful of people, a lot of private parties and first-timers, some regulars, but we had enough to get the games going. So for this particular video, I just have 2 games that we played that day, actually in this field, in the town field. After playing 2 games here, the group decided they wanted to play more speedball. So I spent most of my day in the speedball field, but I just wanted to put these 2 games up just to show, as an introduction for the Thanksgiving paintball video. As I said, I was expecting a few more people in the field, but I guess, more people were either interested in shopping, or they were at home sleeping the day away after maybe hanging out in front of the stores in line at I guess 8 o'clock at night right after dinner, or maybe 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not exactly sure. I don't really follow all that the shopping craze. I have wanted to go out there and try it out and experience it, but when it came down to it, I never really went. So I can only imagine the frustration and how hectic it could be, just waiting in line and waiting for the stores to open and waiting to get that ticket to a free electronic or free device or insane deal on something. I was actually tempted again to try and experience it this year, especially after my niece's boyfriend had talked about one year, or after dinner, they just decided to go to, I think it was a local Best Buy to try it out. They just happened to be one of the first ones there. And as they were waiting, they were given tickets to, certain things. And one of them happened to be a free Xbox 360. And sure enough, as soon as the store opened, they gave the ticket and they walked away with a free 360. And you know, that's an awesome story. But hopefully, if you have done that, let me hear if you had an insane deal like that. If you got something for free or got something that you've been looking for insanely cheap, feel free to share that one. So this is game 2 of Town. So after being hit in the lens, and you know, the drift is holding up really well, decided to play one more game here. And after this, like I said before, many of the guys just wanted to play some speedball and spent the rest of the day there. Now, one thing I wanted to also mention is how Long Live is changing their fields up frequently. I was actually at this field about 3 weeks ago, and it's even more different than the last time that I went. So basically, each time I have gone to Long Live, things were changed up, bunkers were added or placed somewhere else, just basically changing the dynamics of the game. Earlier in this year, there was a lot of camping on this field because, you know, a lot of people just wanted to stay inside and shoot out the windows, and hopefully they would find somebody advancing. But as time went by, people added holes to the bunkers. So even though you decided to stay inside, there was still a chance that somebody can get you through the holes or through the windows. And they actually added a few more smaller bunkers throughout the field, on the left side, middle side, right side. So there was really no actual preference on how to advance on the field. It seems like it's a little bit more even, so you can definitely change the way that you play the game. So you don't really have to be forced to go to the right side all the time because there's more cover on that side. So that's one really good thing that I've found lately with Long Live, especially playing in recball, that, you know, the fields 1, 2, 3, and 4 have been changing frequently. A few more bunkers here and there, which really livens things up a little bit and gives it a new dynamic. Well, guys, with it being Thanksgiving, I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving experience this year, with many things to be thankful for and to be able to focus on things that have been going well in your lives. Not to be mushy or anything, one thing I am thankful for is you guys out there that regularly or try your best to watch the videos and even take the time to comment or like or subscribe, which definitely encourages me to keep heading out there with a camera and editing the video. So for any of you out there that have had the task of editing videos to make it interesting so it's not so boring, can be a frustrating task. So, but anyway, again, like always, I'm very thankful for any input that you have, and thank you for watching the videos, and see you out there. Good game.